In this video, I will talk about the upcoming changes on Vayne, which are heavily nerfing the character, and why I dislike them. Now, before anyone jumps on me and they say, oh, you don't understand anything, right? You are so stupid and you don't understand that Vayne buffs were needed, top lane Vayne was awful to play against. I know it. I played against challenger players consistently this season, played Vayne topside when I was filled as Garen topside, and I know how painful it is to play against a Vayne topside. Despite you killing her, she goes ghost, she goes exhaust, she goes stuff like that, and whether or not you kill her really doesn't matter, she's just gonna win the lane anyways. Now, what I do believe that the problem is that Vayne is not even the main issue. Topside is just a bad role to play right now, and that's the main issue that they have to fix on. It's simply that like any ranged character just works better than any tank or bruiser 99% of the times. Because those characters, just for some reason, they have more range and they manage to have the priority 99% of the times. So the problem doesn't rely on the fact that they are... what the fuck is this guy doing? I can flash this one, no problem. So the problem doesn't rely on the fact that... careful on the wave here. The wave state is not the best. I can dodge that. But yeah, the wave is not on our side. Guy barriers. Pretty good. We are still fine, but the problem doesn't rely on the Vayne topside. The problem relies on ranged, okay? Ranged topside is too strong in the current modern League of Legends, where priority matters so hard. And the main issue starts from the scuttle fight, right? The scuttle fight is one of the most important fights in the game, early game, let's say. And back in the time, there was no scuttle fight, right? There was nothing to fight for, so not having priority does not necessarily mean that you will have lost the game right away. Or does not mean that your jungler will have suicided before the game even started. So that's why I heavily believe that like priority characters now have such an advantage, because even if they don't go ahead themselves, they go ahead in a way where your team just manages to get ahead by doing nothing, if that makes sense. So it's just like that your team has a way of actually playing around the laning phase that always has priority, and your jungler can just always play around it no matter what, even if the guy goes behind. So supposedly, let's say that we have a Draven topside. Even if you have a Draven topside, you can always play for the Draven topside. And you know that if you're gonna play for the Draven topside, you're always gonna have priority. That's the thing that makes it really, really strong. Now, the Shogat is 1 HP. It's actually looking heavily for me every time. But, yeah, it's just getting destroyed by that. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, I don't understand why Riot Games thinks that nerfing Vayne actually makes any sense. This character in bot side is low-key almost unplayable, especially if you have the wrong matchup. You're getting punished balyeds. It's so hard to farm. And nothing, like, the thing that they're thinking about is, sure, let's nerf Vayne, because they have no other way of, like, you know, nerfing Vayne without actually making her unplayable in the silent. But I genuinely think that this is so weird. Like, it just makes no sense. Does he have W? Oh my god, this guy. This guy just should never have moved in that way. That's pretty sad. You see, like, another example here is that I don't have priority, right? But, like, it's just an example. Like, it's not really related to that. We don't have priority simply because I'm unable to actually deal against the Cho'Gath. But that's whatever. Like, it's not what I want to talk about, like, right now. But W by this guy. Yeah, I wonder how we can win this lane right now. That seems pretty hard. We're winning topside though. We're winning with Ornn against Jace. I've never seen actually a Jace being a good character in ages. It just loses every time. I don't get it. Anyways, this guy's gonna look for Q as a out of the minion maybe. But yeah, Vayne bot side, dude, like guys, I am playing Vayne since season 6. That's like almost 10 years of Vayne bot side. And I don't know, like, it's one of the wonderful characters in this game, made me love the game, made me enjoy the outplaying mechanics of the game, and how in general, you know, playing the game feels like. It just feels awesome to play Vayne and just go towards the enemy and 1v9, you know, it just feels so good when you're pulling off the play that changes the game, and you're just pulling it off, and you're like, wow, this is so fun, and like now I can't play her bot lane anymore. Right? I can play her bot lane, but she's heavily nerfed for something that doesn't even, like, make any sense. Oh yeah, we don't know how to fix that. Let's just, like, you know, whatever. Now we actually killed off the guy, which is pretty good. Didn't expect him to flash forward for a kill on a support, but eventually that's what the guy decides, so pretty fine. Suddenly this guy got red and blue buff because of my jungler, and you know, a red buff and blue buff Ezreal in the early game is not that fun. It just pumps like a madman. So we have to be extremely careful because he has passive perma stacked. I'm gonna eat that maybe, if needed. My Ornn is going crazy, actually. It's winning laning phase. I've never seen anything like this. And so yeah, again, for all the delusional people that say you don't know what you're talking about, you don't understand, they should have nerfed Vayne 10 years ago. Guys, the problem is not Vayne topside. I don't know how to explain you. If they're not gonna pick Vayne, they're gonna pick Varus. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna nerf Varus as well? So what are we gonna do? We're gonna nerf every ranged character because they are strong in topside? Do you get my problem? Like, we can't think in this way, because if we think in this way, we're basically never gonna play the game. That's the main issue. I think I can tumble, but I wanna wait for his flash. Okay. I think I can Q. And then he should be dead. Nice, wonderful. Alright. So now we're gonna shove this one. Now, don't get me wrong, Vayne botlane is wonderful for another reason. She's not wonderful because of like her being strong. She's wonderful because there are some interactions which I heavily love. For example, Vayne Alistar or Poppy Vayne. They are so good because you can perma-stun the enemy, and I love those synergies. Despite having a really bad matchup as Vayne, you could have Kaelin against or something like that. Some synergies in botlane are so fun to play with. And again, that's what makes the character so fun to play from my perspective. We're gonna go this, and that. I think boots are pretty good in this matchup. I can dodge pretty well the Cho'Gath Q and the Ezreal QW here. We have no sustain in our build till we reach Blade, but I feel like I don't need refillable for now. At least if I play mechanically decently, I shouldn't be needing lifesteal in this matchup. But it depends on me, let's say. So also the Berserker Thieves buff was pretty good. But now I currently don't know the win rate of Vayne ADC, if that makes sense. Oh my god, I'm so shit at the game, I told you. Oh, I can't flash because I'm silenced. I can't fucking believe it that I died in this way. Yo, I just said it, if I don't... if I don't get hit, I'm not gonna die, and literally 3 seconds afterward I just get hit, yeah. Funnily enough. That's all my support fault, guys, of course. I just like went melee to the guy and then I died. But anyways. Yeah, I expect the Ezreal to have 6 star. It's because they crashed the wave. That's so unfortunate. So yeah. Again, I love Vayne botlane, but as always, apparently we have to suffer the fact that top lane is not a role anymore. But everyone is gonna tell you this. Like, everyone is gonna tell you that topside is not a League of Legends role anymore. Like, I don't know what they are thinking. Instead of fixing topside, they wanna fix top lane by nerfing all the ADCs, all the mages, I guess. Like, well, what is the idea right now? Everyone plays ranged topside, so I guess that we're gonna nerf all ranged players because they're being played topside. I think that's like the worst thing you can ever do. Like, fixing a character and just saying, okay, I mean, this character is strong topside, let's just nerf it. And they're gonna do one by one every single time a new broken character in range of topside will become broken again. Makes no sense to me. It's just like the worst design option that you can ever have in your game. Genuinely, it makes no sense. Cho'Gath Q is so hard to dodge. I'm not used to playing against Cho'Gath support. If that makes sense. Like, that's full AP Cho'Gath as well. Yeah, just like an insane amount of damage. And yeah, so basically our Q, like our Tumble on Vayne, will become unusable. After 3 tumbles, you will be out of mana. And this guy is so dead. Okay, nice, pretty good. I went kind of melee to the Cho'Gath, but that works, I guess. We're gonna shove this one. And again, I don't know how to explain you that, guys. Like, Vayne is the character, right? Like, a lot of people as well. We could talk about Gozu. We could talk about so many people inspired League of Legends, like inspired people to play the game. Because these characters, they truly show that if you're a really good player, you can make the difference by yourself. And I hate the fact that because in topside, they can't find a way to actually make characters that are no prio, not being meaningful against the characters that have that. Okay, like, if you have priority topside, you won the game. You can play the Scuttle, you can play the Objective, you can play that, because there's Voidlings, there's Herald. And, well, if you're not ready to fight in the first 10 minutes of the game, you're a piece of shit. That's what they have to address. Why does the enemy that have prio always have an advantage, and the enemy that doesn't never has anything back? Like, I don't know, guys, like, something for tanks to actually get some passive gold. Something for those really bad lanes to say like, okay, if I don't have priority, I have this option. There's currently no option in the game. If you have priority, you play the objective. If you don't have priority, you don't play the objective. And again, that's awful. Like, I don't understand how they could change this problem. But I can tell you that the main issue literally stands there. Because in Challenger, I played, again, so many Challenger lobbies, and the main issue is always the same. If I can't play a fight, if I can't play what my jungler wants, and he has no priority, he's just gonna either flame me, or he's gonna do it anyways, and then he's gonna die. And that's awful again. We can't play in this way. we can play League knowing that if I don't take a priority character, there are players also in bot side, right? You can see it with the current mage meta where like support moves mid lane, and then the mage player manages to outshove the bot lane, meaning that now the mage has priority over the ADC because the ADC is worse overall. But it makes no sense. I repeat, like it's just like one of those things that make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the guy died. Don't know why he even tried to actually walk to me. That was pretty bad. You know, Vayne just can never lose when she has shoes, and the guy has no shoes as well. Like he has only T1 boots. So as I saw the enemy team being mid lane, you can always play for this 1v1 as Vayne. It's pretty good. Now the nerfs still aren't done. Okay, they aren't live, let's say. So you can tumble a bit more. And I also love like these tumble max builds. Even if I'm going on it, you see that I tend to max Q because, you know, there's like a lot of matchups where you can dodge or you can chase a bit more by going tumble max. But that's not even again the main issue of Vayne on the changes. Like there's too many changes and too many things that are actually going in the wrong way for such a character that again is also like a really low play rate on her native lane, which should be bot side. Naturally, this character is a really good 1v1. But again, like I don't know how to explain that that's not a good approach. If I was designing this game and I was thinking about how to fix something, I would have probably fixed the top side first. You guys can disagree, but I know what's happening on the IG ladder. You know, I know what's happening there. I know that 99% of the top laners aren't top laners. They are ADC players that are playing off-roll because no one wants to play topside anymore, knowing that if they play topside and they play tank, they're just gonna get smashed by someone picking Vayne first time. That's gonna ban Malphite. And so from that position, they can't do anything. And they feel powerless. And of course, no one wants to feel powerless in the game. Like, why would you pick something knowing that for the rest of the game, for the first 20 minutes of the game, you have no impact, and if your team loses early, you just lost the game. Now, this problem probably doesn't happen in Silver, like it happens, but you can punish the enemy ranged character, if that makes sense. Like, you have a chance of actually winning despite that. Now, I'm not so sure about that. Maybe a ready towards the Emerald deal, priority does matter more. But in lower leagues, tanks can still outscale, or they can at least have a chance against the ranged topside, simply because the enemy doesn't know how to punish effectively that well from like a mechanical perspective. Now, I want to be really careful here because the enemy mid lane just got the tower and they could rotate here. The vision is a bit low, so we could have no time to actually walk back. We got one tower here, one tower topside. Our Nasus sadly lost a lot. And we lost the first T1 million, which makes it really hard for us to play bot side still, because they can always rotate from mid lane to bot lane. So I'm gonna shove this one and base after this one. Careful on the Ezreal ult. We're gonna base slightly higher so that if maybe Ezreal ults, we're not gonna get hit by that. Now, I'm gonna call mid lane, but I think this guy has no quest yet. Oh yeah, he's gonna get it in a few. So yes, quest. We can go here after he gets that. So that he got the quest off. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about it. You know, like, do you actually think that nerfing Vayne was the only solution? Do you actually think that? Like, do you think, yeah, nerfing Vayne is the only solution? Like, there's nothing else. Nothing else they could have done. I don't agree. I don't agree. There has to be another way. If the game is just like naturally push dependent and priority dependent, there's a problem. I heavily believe that there should be other ways to win the game outside of having priority. If you have priority in the matchup, you won. If you have a matchup, you won. If you don't have any matchup winning, you're gonna lose the game automatically. That's the League of nowadays. And I don't agree with that. I wanna have a matchup where I don't have priority and I have a chance of winning later on. You know? Like, it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, the guy ults. We should be fighting this, by the way. I swear we're not playing this, apparently. What the hell? So the guy just walks forward and apparently we can't fight that. So that's pretty sad. Nasus is stacking a bit at least, you know, he's standing there doing nothing. That's funny. But yeah, it's just like, I'm just explaining you that like, for now, the current game state and like how the game works is all around the jungler. And having priority lanes for the jungler makes the difference towards how fed your jungler is gonna be. On a high level. Also medium level, we could say even emeralds. Not necessarily have to be silver, bronze, guys. Like, you maybe don't understand how big of a problem this is. Even if it can be still frustrating in lower leagues to play against a Vayne, you know, Vayne topside with a tank. Oh, fuck me. I had the mouse towards here. So, yeah, it can be frustrating anyways. And I understand that, right? But like, imagine in higher tiers, it's even worse. Because your team doesn't play around you even. Or they have the chance of, again, going Ghost Exhaust, and it makes your laning phase truly unplayable. Now, we are splitting there. Ornn being fed is a cool feature, but not even the best feature in the world, since the main issue for now is that the enemy lane is ultra fed. And we'll still need a bit of time for Ornn to get the items off. Ouch. The Ornn is full armor, so he just got melted by the guy. Unfortunately. I feel like the main issue for now is that we have jungle and mid, which are, you know, they should have been at least even. They went behind, so it feels pretty bad to actually play this game. But let's see if we can win it. Ouch. I mean, it's not even that much damage. I expected more. So now we can go Terminus. There's a new, like, not new build, but like Terminus got buffed heavily, so you can play Terminus Vayne on it. And it's pretty good compared to Crit. Crit is a bit more squishy right now. It's still a really, really good reward to play Crit Vayne, but you know, Vayne on it works so much better on these front-to-back comps. When you have a Wukong, when you have a Nasus, when you have a triple tank front lane. So we went for on it this game. And yeah, that's just like, there's like so many problems when it comes to tops. I would rework completely the role or try to find a new purpose to the priority in League. Like, there has to be, you know, the guy's priority, good, he can do this, and the guy that has no priority, he can do that. He can do something else. For example, I don't know, like maybe a reward for freezing, something like that. Like, there has to be some value on not having priority. I just feel like if you don't have priority right now, you're just screwed, and especially when you have free losing lanes. Free losing lanes, if you draft a Kyle Vayne, of course you shouldn't be in the game, right? But like, you shouldn't also fall insanely behind and call FF10 because your team just drafted free scaling characters instantaneously, because they're just gonna get like 4 Drakes right away, and or like the Drakes are not even that much of a problem, but like I would say the top set objectives are the main issue. Like the Voidlings are what speed up the game insanely fast, and okay, whatever. The Voidlings are what's speeding up the game insanely fast from my perspective. Like, you pick Voidlings and you're insanely ahead from like a DPS structure perspective. And also the Herald. Like, the Herald and the Voidlings are speed-upping the game insanely quick. Oh, no, I'm sorry about that. You wanna steal that? But like, are we gonna fight this for real? I feel like this is pretty bad, no? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lose mid lane wave here. So playing this out, knowing that there could be a teleport of Lissandra, not really a fan of what I'm seeing here. Let's just walk away and see Herald here. He could Herald the fight. Okay, we're fine. Actually, we rotated well. And Nasus is taking some time. If we don't fight ultra hard, I'm happy, I don't think we should fight that hard. Okay, let's take off the Herald now. Nice. We're still alive. And Nasus is taking his time. Okay, let's just take off the wave. That's a really big momentum right now to play this game. JC's bot lane. Nice. Now JC's not here and we know that. In a great position anyways. Nasus solo kills, so we can still play slow and we're gonna have some value in the side lane. Dodge this one. He goes away. How the fuck did he reach, actually? I think he flashed, right? It has to be in this way. We should have played way slower here. I don't know why we pulled the trigger when there's no Nash. But that's just like my team being a bit weird, I guess. Like, we have no objective in the map, and Nasus won the silence, so we could have waited, and the guy's gonna split till the L of the death. One guy's forced to base, and then we should have played the fight. But again, we're playing a what's that, like Master 1K LP game. Like, it's not an high quality game, sadly. And yeah, but like that's what this video is about. Like, I just want to know the feedback of people regarding Vayne Topside, and like what they truly think about that. Because again, there's a lot of frustration. Again, I know that maybe my comments are gonna become like, oh yeah, but like you don't understand that, and you're an ADC player, you're an ADC coach, so you don't know what's going on topside. But like, I know what's going on topside, and that's the problem. Like, I know that the role is shit, guys. I know that. And I would love the role to be more healthy. Like, I would love the role to be something where like the guy can pick tank and he can be fine. I would love that. I genuinely am asking for it. I want the top lane role to become again a bruiser tank matchup role. But every time they pick tank, I just wanna cry. That's about it, you know? They pick tank and I wanna cry. I'm like, oh my god, they pick tank again. Like, they pick tank, I'm gonna lose the game. Like, that's terrible. Unless we're playing again a silver lobby where tanks eventually scale really well, but they never reach the point where they scale in high level. So that's a pretty sad thing. Yo, like, I mean, I guess we can play. The guy's just Zonyaing ulting, and we can play League. Yep, pretty hard to play this out, honestly. We're one shutdown off. Finally, Ace has no ult as well. Got some decent stuff. Now, I have no ultimate yet, so that's a bit unfortunate. It was a bit hard to actually look out for the kill. Nice. Nasus does the thing. Yeah, we're scaling quite hard right now. Okay, that's pretty good. I fumbled a bit by tumbling forward. And I expect the guy to go on our backline here, even if he had the... But we have Terminus for the next fight, so that's fine. And we got a few shutdowns off, so... With our comp, counting how much we scale, we should be in a really great position anyways. Like, we should be... Oh my god. Please stumble away. Okay, we're fine. It should be fine. No, 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 no! Why is it too... Oh my god. Low willow players, my god. Anyways... That's fine, that's fine. I think we have a chance of winning this game, low-key. Like, I'm just gonna stack HP now, and if I stack HP... How much does Stormblade give? I'm gonna keep Stormblade for now. And nothing, that's what the video is about. Like, it's nothing crazy, and talking about it again. I don't understand why they like heavily nerf some top laners, like ADCs, like Vayne again. And they're not heavily nerfing shit like Viego, which is perma-played in Aigilo. Like, it's genuinely the most played character in the game. Like, there's an insane amount of high play rate junglers, don't get me wrong. Even top laners, mid laners, whatever it is. But, like, Vayne? Like, out of all the things that you wanna destroy, Vayne? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many characters that I will destroy in this game. Like, Mel could take, like, 10 nerfs in a row and everyone will be happy. But I don't agree with the Vayne. Like, some people genuinely enjoy playing Vayne in laning phase, right? That guy just took my fucking red. You know, like, just got stuff like Ambessa. Like, destroy Ambessa. Make it unable to be played. Because that's what I would love to never see in my games, right? We could have even gone with Sand because this guy's pretty fat. But that's fine. Like, I'm not necessarily against that. I'm not mad that we went for Terminus anyways. This is such a broken item now, so... Bro, how is tower aggro actually working on me? Like, what? The whole fucking fight. I took tower aggro despite Ornn starting with Q out there. What? I wanna take a bit of wave because I'm really low. I'm gonna come here, but I don't know how we can do Nash, honestly, here. It's pretty bad if the guy rotates here. Okay, shut down. What the hell? That's crazy, actually. I have to be really careful about the Ezreal ults. We passed from the upside here. That was a pretty good Nash. AD MR item. We could go for a Jack Show. And that's pretty good. Nice. Base into Jaksho. Jaksho, stack HP into MR first. MR first because the enemy mid laner is the most fed, right? We have our masterwork on Ginso, on Blade. I think maybe Ginso was a bit bad. I don't know the masterwork of Ginso. But like, maybe it's Blade is the best one, I guess. At 80 and attack speed, that's pretty good. Ornn is all crafting all the items that we need. Our cop is genuinely crazy. Even if we played like shit, we're gonna scale a lot. And we haven't lost the turret in the early game. We lost only like mid lane, but we won bot lane, which made no sense, honestly. Like winning bot lane was pretty good this game. Now let's see if we can still pull it off, because they have a Viego, right? And that's why people play Viego, because it's just like turn south fights for no reason. Even if your team is strong, it just gets one body and then you can't play the game anymore. Such a new fun character to play against, if you ask me. Like, even if you're ahead, even if everything is fine, you might actually lose the game because this guy just comes out of an hour and, well, stuff happens, I guess. We're in a fine position. The Guardian tools. Just smite it, please. Oh, yes, no smites. Holy fuck. Thank God I don't know why they didn't say that in the chat, but whatever. We're actually fine. They didn't force that. Also, Nasus changes, guys. Oh my God. They literally broke Nasus. You see, in Aigilo, like, not even Aigilo, we're playing again 1k LP, something like that. But people are playing Nasus, they just 1v9 every game. Despite going 0-10. Like, this guy went 0-4 in the lane, you saw that. And he's just solo killing people and winning ultra hard. I don't know how many stacks he has. Like, 700 stacks at 26. Like, that's crazy to me. It's just, like, makes no sense, really. You're losing lane, but even if you lose lane, you come out on top later on into the game. Just having an insane amount of stacks. It's crazy. I'm gonna sell this, get the piece off here. And nothing really. I think I said everything that I had to say. But let's just try to win this game and see how it ends. You know, like, see how it ends. We have a really good front to back comp with a Vayne as well. We shouldn't be in a bad position. Not at all. Ah, I lose minions. I'm losing minions. But going a bit more tanky with Vayne in this game was way more sense. The enemy has a lot of like burst damage. I think he's fine, right? Killing Ornn right away, it takes a bit of time. Yeah, but he died anyways. Kind of unfortunate. So yeah, they got the pick off on the Ornn. I think we have to drop this one, absolutely. And Nasus is just not giving a fuck, I guess. Nasus just killed. Oh. They're probably gonna kill the Nasus here, and don't think we can do anything meaningful towards that. But maybe I can look for a play here still, if I play it out well. But I feel like sadly, because of the kill on the guy. Alright, pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why they fight it, honestly. They will never burst me here, especially with such a on-it build, right? And that's the thing, like, I love on-it here because we can go for a tank item later on. But I never expected them actually to do such a mistake. Like, they were only 2 and 3 people were bots. So this mistake just opens them up a lot for no reason. Pretty good. Actually, you know, again, I don't know, like, Aigilo in US is just a bit shit this season. Unless you're playing a really high Grandmaster Challenger lobby, which never happens anyways because of the new like lobby changes. Even if you're a Grandmaster player, you're playing against Master players most of the time anyways. Unless you're like a Challenger, I guess that you never play a Challenger lobby most of the times. But you guys don't care about that. I'm here to literally do banter on why the fuck are they nerfing Vayne, right? This just makes no sense. Anyways, this... and I could go with Send or a QSS. I think a QSS is what I need right now. Just a QSS to make sure that in case I get stunned by the Lissandra, she should never do that, but you never know. I have a Mikhails as well already, but let's just make sure again that I'm never gonna get killed in any way. I don't think I can QSS the Silence of Cho'Gath. That's a bit unfortunate, but in case any stun just comes, so we should be fine. I also can't rely on the fact that Nami is always gonna be near me this game. It's pretty hard that we wanna stay near together against this comp. Okay, I could silence the stun. Never mind. QSS Mikhails! Yo, what is this character anyways? Well, I guess that Vayne is something actually, never mind. And then enemy team FF'd. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments again what you think about the Vayne changes. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.